What is up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is LoverFella and welcome back to Ark Survival Evolved. So in the past 24 hours, it doesn't look like too many members of my tribe have been on, which is perfectly fine. That also means a lot of progress hasn't really been made since yesterday when I last played. And it kind of concerns me a little bit because I'm noticing a lot of our plant turrets are actually running out of fertilizer. It's bad because I feel like we're kind of getting in a situation where a lot of us are becoming a little bit more complacent now. So in this episode, my plans are to go through and do a bunch of like the maintenance type. Oh, what? Okay, there's a bunch of rockets in this sky. Do a bunch of the maintenance type things because we have to get a lot of metal. We have like no metal right now. We need to get a lot of crystal. We need to get a lot of supplies so that we can go on like a big crafting spree and get maybe like, I don't know, 2 or 3 of those turret towers completely set up and then finish the giant building up there because we don't have enough crystal to finish that right now, I don't think. So basically we're just going to be harvesting metal. I think solo, this is probably, I don't know, maybe this isn't the best way to do it, but I have a good pickaxe. It's Mastercraft metal pick, so should go decently quickly. I know that some people do the Ankleo method. They fly it up on him. Maybe is the Ankleo better? Maybe I should try the Ankleo, see if that's quicker. Do a little test roll. Also, fantastic name on this guy, Metal Flint Obby Crystal. Very creative. Tell you guys what I hate. The Quetzal head moving and following you everywhere you go is the biggest pain ever. We're gonna see if this works though. I'm pretty sure he's in a decent spot. We should just be able to fly up here, hop on him, and then whack it. Obviously, it's better if you have a second person because it might be kind of hard to do this quickly. But if it's quicker, okay, we should be able to walk him up there again. Assuming he can get up this cliff. That's a pretty steep cliff, actually. Oh yeah, of course. These things can scale walls for days, man. Pioneers used to ride these bad boys. They'd ride them straight up vertical cliffs. You wouldn't even, it doesn't even make sense, but they would do it. 119 metal, but it was 1 hit to get it all, so that's really not too bad. Weight-wise, he's got some pretty weak weight. So that's why I kind of want to put him on top of the Quetzal. I could just park him up there, fly around, and do that weird Quetzal glitch. Even though that glitch is no longer really a thing, technically, like they kind of patched it. It still does exist. I mean, it's like, what, 20% now? Like, the Quetzal carries 20% of the weight that this guy has on him. So what if I just take him up a little bit higher? Maybe, like, right here. Oh, okay. Well, maybe right there. We'll try right there. Okay, we got him up pretty high. He's finally up on there. Now the question is, am I able to actually hit metal with it from here? Let's find out. Oh, yeah, there we go. So I guess, hopefully, if he stays there, if we weight him down enough and, like, don't run into any rocks or anything, if I'm careful with my flying, should be able to keep him here. Do this completely solo. So, I mean, it'd be nice to have tribe members to do this with, but it's not a huge deal. 105 metal each swing on a 2-time server, that's really pretty decent. Just don't want to get too close, because the problem is, if you get... Is this going to hit it? That did hit it, 127 metal. The problem is, if you get too close doing this method, the guy's going to, like, bump into, like, stone or something nearby. Let's get this crystal, too, while we're here. He'll bump into stone and then fall off, and you can either walk him back up to the top of it, like some kind of peasant, or if you have Scorched Earth, which actually the server doesn't even use, you can whip them. Even if they have max carry weight, you can still whip animals, so it makes it a lot easier to go farming if you're using a, whip. I like clustered servers more than any other servers, actually, personally, just because I think a lot of the Scorched Earth items are necessary these days. After you use them, it's such a downgrade to go back, and the problem is there's so many duping bugs and glitching and stuff like that that basically you can't play on a Scorched Earth cluster server without having at least one tribe who's glitched everything. Quetzal would stop looking at me. It would make this a lot easier to see what I'm doing. But anyway, I've been thinking about new channel goals. So the last goal was everyone wanted 5,000 by Christmas, and it was actually kind of cool because actually everyone wanted that, not just me. So that was a pretty nice thing to experience, having like a whole bunch of people that also wanted to just reach that goal. It's like someone tweeted me like a picture of it, and it was something that I never thought I'd get to, is having people that wanted me to succeed as bad as I wanted to. And that's one of the coolest things that's happened so far throughout this journey. My next goals for the channel are a little bit, actually they're way more ambitious. I'm a very ambitious person. I think that I always have to be the best whatever I'm doing. And that's maybe not a good thing to have in all cases, but it's kind of how I am. My next goal is 10,000 subscribers by February. February 2nd is the day I started my channel. And I want to have 10,000 subscribers in the first year, and here's why. Statistically, this is kind of interesting for those of you who don't like follow the YouTube scene as closely as me. 80% of channels never reach it to 10,000 subscribers. So once you hit 10,000 subscribers, you're in the top 20% of every single channel on YouTube. Think about that now. That would mean in 1 year, I will have joined the top 20% of all YouTubers. That is unbelievable to me, and honestly, it would be insane if I could do that. So I'm going to do my best to make the best content I can here in the future, which is why I make these interesting videos like me walking around mining metal solo. I know this stuff is super fascinating. That is going to be awesome to get taken care of if we can hit it, and I think we actually might be able to. I think that's going to happen. And if you guys are also interested in other statistics like that, oh yeah, see, Quetzal weight's actually kind of high now. Some other statistics like that, 900 subscribers, I believe 60% of channels do not get to 900 subscribers. So That's pretty wild. And I think, honestly, I know that's not due to people not being capable. That's just due to people giving up once they get to a point. And there's nothing wrong with it. You realize maybe that's not your dream. Maybe you have some other kind of dream. Holy crap, this is a little glitchy of a fly. But, you know, 60% don't even reach that. So I think that's pretty crazy to think about. Just the progress I've made this first year. All right. So we need an easy way to get all this metal inside. And it is not going to be walking in one by one. So maybe. And can I reach in here from the door? No. All right. I'm going to have to walk him a little bit closer here. What? Was that double layered? Okay, good. We're going to walk him a little bit closer. See, if I had a whip, this would be a lot. Get in there now. Get in there. All right. That's close enough. It's about as good as I can do. Now, if I can reach him, come here. I just don't think he's close enough. If I could reach him while standing here, I could transfer it really quick. I don't think I'm able to, though. Maybe if I could punch him there, he might go a little bit. Let's see. All right, found the sweet spot. I can stand here after taking down 2 of the doors when he swings his tail right, and I can just grab it all in one go. So in that run, I got 1,300 metal. I guess it's not a ton, really, but that's about as much as the Quetzal could carry in one trip, and I don't think it took that long, like 5 minutes or something. 500 stone also. Can I carry the stone? All right, put the walls back in place. Gonna go over here and get some gasoline to start that bad boy up. That'll give us, what, 600 or so metal, which is pretty decent. Assuming we have gasoline, that is. Oh, we do. That's good. That's what I like to see. And we have a little bit of stone, hopefully. Yeah, a little bit of stone, a little bit of crystal, mushroom, and what else? A little bit of blueprints. Nothing in here too important. I'm gonna drop the blueprints off in here. Might craft some of this stuff later and repair that. All right, I do not understand these snails at all yet. I still haven't Googled it, but they fall through the ground, and every time I look inside of them, they're full of more organic polymer and cementing paste. So I'm assuming organic polymer makes them make cementing paste. That would just make the most sense to me. So we're going to go with that. Now, we actually have some metal bars in here right now, which is pretty nice, but I think crystal is what we were lacking originally. However, I did collect a little bit, which I put in here. Oh, it's gone. Someone must have used it. All right, I had enough crystal to make 2 more of these big glass walls. It's not quite enough to finish this out, because I just need to make like a serious crystal run here soon because we use so much crystal. These glass walls actually take crystal instead of cementing paste, I believe. Ooh, those are, oh no, those are perfect. I thought they were a little bit bigger for a second. See how it kind of like distorts it through the glass, makes it look bigger than it is. That's kind of funny. All right, flying up here with our bird, and I can place all the ceilings this way. Actually, if I could just hop off on here, that'd be a lot easier. I don't trust my hopping ability though, I might fall. This is unfortunate, but I fell down here and I put it on follow. Dude's on high follow, so he's not actually gonna follow me, like high distance. So I'm gonna hope, since I have no grappling hooks, that I can mosey down here and he's gonna fly out and hopefully get to me. Oh, look at that. That made me happy. You don't know how long I just spent trying to figure out what I was gonna do. Okay, try this again. See if we can land up here. Actually, why don't, I guess we could just probably place them while sitting on the back of the bird. Now, if we hop off, we can get the other 3 placed. It's just too high that you can't place it from the ground, which kind of sucks. So we have everything taken care of except that weird corner. I'm not sure what to do with the corner, not sure like the best way to approach that guy. But we can also add some glass roofs over to this base. I'm not sure, maybe we should put them up on that one. We can actually probably leave this one wide open, because if this is just a taming pen, all we need is to have walls on all sides that are tall enough dinosaurs can't get out of. Honestly, don't even need foundations down here. And the Quetzal could drop something in. We could honestly like build like little towers to stand on all around with like with like bridges and ladders. I was like tripping over my words there. After leveling up all my wolves and stuff, they all like howl like crazy now. That kind of makes me think when you're raiding, I guess you probably don't want to actually level up some of your dinosaurs, because if you do, they're going to make a lot of noise and give away your position. That's kind of interesting, something I didn't really have to think about before. I was just flying over Mr. Spook's base here. I thought I'd just show it. I guess one of our tribe mates accidentally blew up his boat last night, and I feel kind of bad, so I guess the guy gave him all the stuff back, gave him a Quetzal egg. Hopefully he has no turrets in here. Great base spot, though. Really, really cool stuff. Oops, sorry about that, buddy. So basically he's pretty peaceful. He doesn't really fight. I like his walls. I like him a lot. Over here, he's got this, like, I don't know what, oh, okay. I guess he just put like a ceiling on top of that. I guess that's how you like make it super thick. Kind of like a castle wall. That's a pretty cool base spot. I've seen a lot of people build here, and they put like turret towers up on top of this bad boy. Right up here. This is on the super high rate server I played on like in season 3, I think. Season 3 was like a 20-time server on Major Salt Gaming. A lot of people would build there, and like daily there'd be like 50 turrets there, get wiped, and it would just reset every single night. So what I'm doing now is basically I've been flying around for a while. I haven't been on this server a whole lot lately because like I've been prepping for finals. I don't really have time to go tame a dino or like do something crazy. I get time for like a few hours a day, and I try to do the essential upgrades every time I'm on. But I figure it's good to always fly around and scout the area out around me. Make sure, what in the world? There's a Quetzal above me. What level is he? Quetzal, level 20. Oh, that's weird. It shows me the health now. Huh. Well, That's a pretty weak Quetzal. I only saw it because of the shadow. But anyway, I fly around maybe like, I don't know, once every like 3 days, just kind of like in the general vicinity. And if I see a base that pops up and advances extremely quickly, it kind of worries me a little bit. So I just kind of keep an eye on them. And if they get like super big, obviously it's PvP. We're probably gonna raid them a little bit, and hopefully they'll relocate. But I don't really see too many rapidly advancing bases around here. Seems pretty stable. I know that one of the guys in Dominion, who are I believe the alphas, they messaged me or like left a comment on my last video saying they raided a couple of the other alphas or something. I'm not really sure. I'll have to check out what kind of damage they did. But for now, we should be safe for a good while. At least I hope so. Like I said, it would only take one Titano to completely wipe us. What do we have over here? Oh, this looks like an area for a fantastic base that was just never designed. The guy put the walls up and didn't even finish it. Huh, for some reason my thing's not actually showing me whose base this is. I guess I can just check from the door out here. Whose base is this? This is Get Swifty. Alright, Rick and Morty fans. I'm okay with that. We won't have to raid them then. We can probably be allies. Let's take a look at their base though. That's a very interesting design. It's like you can only come from this side, so they only walled off this side. Plant turrets all around it. I mean, they have a good amount of turrets, not like a ridiculous amount. I don't want to get too close. I feel like I actually might be right now. Oh, we're taking some hits. We're taking some hits. So that's a pretty cool base, actually. I don't want to raid them just based on the fact their names Get Swifty, and that's a very respectable name. And here we have a Tapejara. I've never actually tamed one of these guys, but I've always wanted to have one. Level 95. That'd be a good one to tame, but I don't think they land. So it might be kind of difficult to do solo. So there you go. That's why I fly around. I've never seen Get Swifty's base, never even heard of him on this server before, and there he is right there with a fantastic base, rivaling ours, if not better than ours. Oh, look, floating tree. I mean, compared to ours, his base is obviously a little bit weaker dinosaur-wise. We have a lot more dinos than him. Another Tapejara, and there's another base. That looks like a solid metal one, too. Potentially blown into is possible. ORP bases field. Interesting. I don't see any turrets on this guy. Oh, he's been raided. He's been raided recently, it looks like. That guy's been taken down. And I believe over here... Where's Lava Island? Lava Island must be... Yeah, this area where I was flying, someone came at me with like a battle mosasaur while I was on my Quetzal and literally mowed me down. It was a mosasaur or Quetzal. I couldn't tell because they had so many dinos, but the dude was living in the boat in some crazy boat pirate ship, and I've never seen him since. Probably had like close to 50 or 60 turrets on this single boat because it had, you know, the structures plus mods, so you can have like 800 structures. Quetzal was dead in seconds. I didn't have a chance though. But that's pretty cool to think about, and that's what I'm hoping we can do to our battle boat. And then here's a guy's base over here. Interesting to live on the island, but I assume it's working out pretty well. Got some taming pens, Quetzal over here. Whose base is this? But the deal that I wanted to do, now that, I mean, look how big our tribe is. This is really cool. We have this many people, right? A lot of them seem to not be playing. They're like not high levels. Maybe they're like on other servers. But what I want is for some of these people to like leave our tribe, but stay allied. Make their own tribe, go solo. We'll supply them with everything they need, and they will make like a metal boat and literally float around the world and just kill anything they see. They're not going to be a part of our tribe. That way people won't exactly know that they're with us unless they watch this video, which, you know, some people do watch my videos. But they just go around. They'd be pirates. Literally just 5 people in like super armored boats, and anyone they see they kill. I mean, they're not going to kill noobs. They're not going to kill people that have like thatch huts. But if they see someone out there like wearing flak and metal, it's PvP, so why not kill them, you know? There's no reason to just like never PvP. A lot of people who play these servers... What the heck? It feels weird to have Argents over here, but I'm going to get this purple drop. But a lot of people play PvP don't actually PvP because they're always afraid. Like once you kill someone, well, maybe their 30 allies will get you. So if we get people in their own solo tribe, they're not going to really be associated with us in any way that most people are going to know. They're not going to recognize them as part of our base. And so, you know, you'll just be on, they'll be on, going around killing people. They can keep all the loot they get. Maybe we'll take like 20% of it or something like that, since we'll be supplying them. But I don't know if I want to like kick 5 people out that want to do it, or if I just want to have 5 people from the main tribe like alternate days, like one day they're just on boat duty. But the problem is a lot of people aren't playing for some reason right now. A lot of people just seem to be off. I don't know, maybe I've just been on like it. Why are there so many beds right here? Who's this? This looks like a raid. Select few. Interesting. I'm gonna poop on it. Does he have a base around here? Here's a base. Is this select few? Tribe of Kayak or something like that. Okay, that's a little bit concerning to see that many beds right there. That tells me sleeping bags outside like that looks like something set up for a raid. Alright, I mean, I really don't see anything other than that one guy's base who's named Get Swifty. What's going on down here? Now this is actually our ally, believe it or not. So I was actually pumped to kill someone, but I didn't have to. Boo. I hope I scared him a little bit. Look at all those level 250 turkeys down there. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really see anyone here that's too dangerous. I do things like this on some days because, for example, today I have to study for a couple finals this week. So this is probably the only chance I'm going to get all day to play this game, which means what I do, like off camera is now on camera this time because I don't have time to get on later tonight. Probably not to make another video. So really just kind of did some scouting, did a little bit of some building, some metal collecting. I don't know. It wasn't exactly the most exciting thing today, but I don't know. My tribe's off, and I was kind of hoping they'd be online so we could do some kind of raid today, because I do have a raid planned. I have one picked out. Decent sized base. I think there's quite a few people in it, and I think we could actually do well. We have enough turtles and stuff. I think we have enough explosives too. So anyway, I'm gonna walk in here, log out. I gotta get out of here to go to some lab, and after that I get to study all night. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all tomorrow.